Hey guys! So today I'm going to be talking about one of the 8 new styles that LuLaRoe launched at their convention in July. Today I'm going to be talking about the Shirley. Now the Shirley is kind of the piece that's going to be replacing the Monroe. The Monroe is a drape front kimono jacket. It has wide sleeves and fringe on the bottom. The Shirley is kind of a redone version of the Monroe. There's no fringe, but it falls almost as long as a Sarah, and then it still has that drape front, but they've made the sleeves a little bit smaller. They're a little bit more slimmed. And then the Monroe only came in small and large, and the Shirleys come in small, medium, and large, which is pretty cool. We're also seeing the Shirleys are coming in more fabric varieties than the Monroes came in. So I have the 3 different fabric varieties that we've seen so far here today. I'm going to start with this first one, which is the one that I got from convention. This one it's kind of like a crinkly-ish texture almost. It's kind of stretchy. It's not super stretchy, but it is a little stretchy. But it's not double-sided. It has a whited out back on the one side, so it's not whited out. One of the other options that we've seen is the chiffon option. This is what a lot of the Monroes came in. So this one's not a surprising choice to see. Super pretty. It'll be great for layering in the fall and the spring and the winter, or wearing by itself as a beach cover up in the summer. Really great choice there. And then the last fabric variety that we found is this one, which is kind of like a accordion pleated version, if that makes sense. So it has all these little like pleats and super stretchy. My ladies that wear large linseys can wear small Shirleys if they're in this material. It's an incredibly stretchy material, but it is also not double-sided. But it does come in some pretty fun prints, so that's nice, and it's got a little bit of a sheen to it, as you can tell here. So I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about sizing, and about kind of some styling options that you can do with the Shirley. So sizing wise, a small is going to fit from a 0 to an 8. A medium is going to fit from an 8 until about like a 16, 18. And then a large is going to fit from like an 18 to a 22. Now, there are going to be some variances there based on fabric, so don't rule them out. Larger ladies, the smalls do fit very large if they're made of that accordion stretchy material. I will also say that you can upsize in these really easily. You can do a lot of different like cuffing examples, where you can cuff the sleeves if it's a little bit too long than what you would prefer. So that's always an option. There's also some length tricks that I'll show you here. So I'm about 5'3". I am a size 2 to a 4. I generally wear an extra small in most of the LuLaRoe stuff. There are some exceptions to that. But as I'm 5'3", I tend to like things to be a little bit shorter on me because I'm on the petite side. So one of the things you can do that's really simple is you can just knot the ends, the bottom ends of your Monroe. There are 2 corners here just to kind of show. So it's a square. I'm taking the bottom one because it's the one that's actually going to affect the length the most. And you can just knot the 2 bottom ends. And as you can see, it makes it a little bit more drapey in the back, and it makes it a little bit shorter. Some of the other options are you can, so that's a shortening trick. And now I'm going to kind of run through, I have a list that I'm glancing at. So I'm going to run through some of the other options. So the first way to wear a Shirley is the way that is, the standard intended method, like I'm doing here and like the mannequin has on here. The mannequin is currently wearing, I believe, medium. The mannequin is currently wearing a medium and a small Nicole, just for sizing reference. This is the chiffon material, which has no stretch to it. So the first way is you can wear it exactly as is. The next way, which I think is pretty fun, is you can wear it with a belt. Now, belting it, I would belt and then play with it a little bit. So here I've cut the sleeve. Hang on. Catching the tag. There we go. So I would play with it a bit. So here I'm going to pull out a little bit of the drapey front part because that's part of the allure of a Shirley. And I'm going to pull it a little bit closer together. So it makes this really pretty, super pretty front drape that happens here. It's almost like a cowl neck. Really pretty, but you still get a little bit more waist definition, which is kind of nice because these don't have a whole lot of waist definition happening. Other options, you can knot it to be a little bit shorter. You can knot it so that it's, take your front, so there's that 2 square thing that I was talking about, the 2 corners. I'm taking the top corner, that drapey part. If you're not digging the drape or the ruffles quite so much, I'm going to tie it in a knot behind my back, but underneath the fabric that's on the back, because then it's kind of more, it's almost like a Sarah. It's not quite a Sarah. It doesn't have pockets, but it's a lot closer. It's really pretty. You get a little bit more of a, like a slimmer silhouette, which is a little bit nicer. It can be a little bit more professional for like an office setting if you're feeling like the full drape is a little too much for an office. So that's a great option. You can also, and this one I'm going to demonstrate with a chiffon because I think it'll look a little bit better. You can, hang on, that's my personal one, so I'm going to drop it. You can take one of the chiffon ones. This one's a medium. You could take one of the chiffon ones because they're double-sided, and you could take the bottom corners here, and I'm taking the bottom of the square, the bottom corners of the square. I'm going to tie it in a knot just at my waist. This is nice because it makes it a little bit shorter, so if you're feeling more like having a short jacket, it's a little bit shorter. Cuts it down in length and also gives you that waist definition, but you still have that pretty drapey, ruffly front, and you still get the pretty sleeves, which is really nice. You can also choose to wear it backwards. Now here's where it gets a little bit fun. I'm going to do this one on the mannequin because I think it'll be more illustrative of what I'm trying to accomplish. So what you can do is you can wear it backwards, and it gives it a higher neck. Now, this seems kind of boring, let's be honest. So the thing that I'm going to do, making sure I know how my belt works, is I'm going to take my belt. You can do this with a wide belt, you can do it with a skinny belt. But what's interesting is if you were to pair that with just like a simple Carly, or in this case, like I have a simple Nicole under here, you can't actually see the Nicole underneath this drape. So what it turns into is a really, really pretty mini dress. It's like a little mini chiffon dress. I would suggest doing this with a solid color underneath it, but you could also rock like, you could do some print mixing, but you won't really see it except on the back where you'll have this, which is pretty. What I would do generally is going to be to wear this with like a tank top and a Cassie, or just a simple Carly, or what have you. It's a cute look from the front, a high neck, very 1960s sort of a thing happening here. The other way you can do this with the, I guess I can leave that for now. I'll just grab one of these. You can grab, this one's a large, but you can take it, oh wait, I'm putting it on wrong. Put it on backwards. So, putting it on backwards, I'm going to take, so I'm gathering it from the bottom. This is the bottom hem. I'm gathering it straight up like this, and I'm putting it over my head, which sounds super crazy. But it's actually really pretty. Like, picture this with like a really pretty little black dress. It turns into this beautiful like evening shrug, capey shawl situation that's happening. Super pretty, super lightweight, but just really versatile. These ones work better with the chiffon since the chiffon is going to be double-sided. It does still have the seams, but it's not really noticeable on the backgrounds, especially since the chiffons are prints. I would not do it on one of the ones that's not double-sided though, because, you know, reasons. And then the last thing I wanted to show was just the sizing on the smalls made of the accordion material. So here it is on me. The fit is not too baggy or anything, but you can kind of see here, like, the amount of stretch on these is super intense. Like, they are incredibly stretchy. Super, super stretchy. Like, I got tons of room here. They're really pretty too. They're just a different look. I think these are going to be better for fall and winter. But they'll be gorgeous with swimsuits in the summertime too, so maybe I'm lying. Oh, and hang on one second. I forgot one more. There was one more I was going to show. So this one is inspired by the Lindsay. There's a Lindsay trick that you can do with this. And it's really similar. So what you can do is you take, so again, we're talking about those front panels with the two corners. I'm going to take these front top corners and I'm going to tie them in a knot just in the center. And then just like this. Guys, picture this. Just hear me out. Picture this over a bathing suit. Won't this be the cutest little cover-up ever? It gives you a lot of like 1950s glam. It accents the ladies. I think this would be super cute. I especially think it'd be cute if you had, say, like a bathing suit top and you had a Lola or a Jill high-waisted. Under this, you just see like that little sliver of skin. Super pretty. But anyways, so that's all I have for you today. I'll do one on the lanai sometime pretty soon. The lanais are pretty cool too because they're the long sleeve t-shirt. What I found with them is you want to size up generally. I wear an extra small in the classic tees. They are cut the same as the classic tee, but because they have sleeves, I didn't find the sleeves to be super stretchy. So while I can wear an extra small, I like having my long sleeve shirts feel very slouchy, very boyfriend. So I'm going to prefer the small for that because it's going to be a better fit for me. So just a heads up on that one. And I think that's all I have for you guys today. Oh, last thing. So I'm not wearing a Gigi today. What I'm wearing this is a Julia. So the reason I'm mentioning this is because Patrick, the head designer of LuLaRoe, mentioned to us that when he designed the Gigi, what he did was he took a Julia and he cut off the bottom of it, and that's a Gigi. So I've been doing this for like a year. This is great. I wear my Julias often with tucked into Lola's or Jill's or folded. You can literally wear them folded on themselves and they stick to themselves. You can wear them folded up like that over leggings. You can wear them over maxi skirts as shirts over maxis. You can wear them as shirts under Madisons. Under Madisons, that's especially great since the breeze can make a Madison fly up and your like butt's all showing. Julias make that not happen. It's great. You can also wear them folded up with jeans. Julias look great with jeans. So that's my piece. We did not order any Gigis, but we didn't do that because we feel like the Julias, honestly, it's the same as a Gigi, guys. There's so many cute things you can do with Julias. Plus, you get a dress too. It's great. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. I'm gonna go now. But thanks for watching, guys. Bye.